So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I sat down for a YouTube video, and I think it's because we've been so busy with orders, and I figured, you know what, let's just do the video while we pack orders, right? I usually try to make videos of my journaling process and my planning process, but I realized that I was kind of boxing myself in with the type of content that I'm able to create, and that's no bueno. I want to show up consistently. So I said, Samuel, let's just try this. Let's try to multitask here. And so Sam's going to be on the pulling part of the orders packing process, and I'm going to actually wrap them up with tissue paper. So I'm going to try to do that, and I'm going to try to do it in a way that doesn't hinder the process, the speed of the order packing process. It probably is going to, because like with anything, whenever you're filming something, you add on an extra good chunk of time depending on how long it is. So if you're journaling, but you're also recording the process, go ahead and tack on another hour to it, because you gotta do cinematography right on top of that. Am I right, Sam?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing most of the yapping today, since I think Sam's really going to try to focus on getting the orders accurate. I am going to double check them. I have my orders pulled up here. And for this process, we're going to just talk about certain things. I do have 3 topics that I want to stick to, because if I don't have a set topic, I'm going to go all over the place, because you know me, I'm a little bit neurodivergent, so I don't really have any rhyme or reason to when I talk. It just kind of spouts out like a fountain, right, Sam?
Right.
So you might have to bear with me. I don't really feel like doing a lot of editing, so there's going to be some lapses as well.
You could show some of these orders while we're doing it.
Oh, yes, I do want to show some orders. So I'm going to change the angle probably. I'm going to change the angle of the camera maybe 4 times. I think I'll do a close-up. I am writing. Sorry, I should write the thank you cards. Alrighty.
Yes.
Real quick, we've got Ziva and Captain right there next to our charger. Doggies.
Next to the charger.
Yeah. All right. So what was I talking? I think the 3 topics that I wanted to talk about, I forget. All right. So I can't really talk while I do that. Do you want to? It doesn't matter, right? I don't know.
You don't gotta talk the whole time. You don't have to fill the silence.
Sometimes I feel like I do.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally wrote the state instead of the customer's name.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful city name or state. I don't know, probably city or town. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, I can slip it under here for you.
Oh.
I guess while I write these thank you cards, I think Sam made a really good point that sometimes I feel like I have to fill every moment of silence, not even just for a YouTube video, but in general. If there is silence, I need to fill it either with my own yapping or with a song or a TV show or something, and I wonder what that's about. I'm trying to get used to silence. So enjoy some noises of paper and machines in the studio. What was I talking about before I stopped for the video for all that noise? Do you remember?
You're going to go through your 3 things.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna check these stickers real quick and then we'll get to the next topic. I mentioned that I haven't made a YouTube video because we've been busy with orders, but I guess that's not the only reason. I think I've also been kind of avoiding making journaling videos because I haven't been journaling or planning as much as I usually do, or that as much as I'm usually interested in. Like lately, I just haven't felt the urge to be in my notebooks, and when that happens, I tend to stop making content because that is what a huge pillar of my content is talking about journaling. And when that happens, I feel like I'm really stuck. So I guess I'd like to talk about that a little bit more. What happens when one of my hobbies starts to kind of lose its appeal to me for a little while? I think this happens and it's a normal thing. And the one thing for me though is that I kind of get into a panic because when I think about how it's tied to my content, and then there's this constant like need to push out content, and I try to quell my anxiety around that. I think a certain part of me knows that it's not really that big a deal as it feels like to not be interested in journaling. There's like one part of me that's like, oh my gosh, I need to be journaling and be interested in it all the time, year round, daily, every day, always making the content about it because that's what I'm supposed to be making content about. But to be honest, I cycle through my interests all the time. Like right now, I am really, really interested in exercise and nutrition. And I'm hoping that becomes not just a mere interest, but also a lifestyle. So I'm really trying to make that into an actual like routine, just ingrained into me, as ingrained as like cleaning is to me. Just very second nature, very natural. And I think it's really happening, especially with the warm weather. So for real, I'd rather just be outside or at the gym instead of sitting at my desk hunched over. And I think that's what I've been doing in my spare time instead of journaling. And that's why I haven't been posting much. I have a bump here. I think I just got bit by a bug. It's itchy. I'll try not to zoom in on that. But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Another thing I'm really interested in is gardening. And while I haven't actually gone out into the garden yet, I am going to really soon. It's like stirring in my mind. So I think this all has to do with the changing of the seasons. It's going to be very warm out today. So Sam and I are actually going to do a run at the park after we drop these orders off at the post office. Really looking forward to that. Am I right, Sam? Do you want to chime in on that? Anything?
Yes, I am looking forward to that too.
Excellent.
I'm trying to concentrate too.
I know, I'm sorry. Yes, but
I'm not as good at multitasking as you are.
you know what, Sam? I'm actually a lot slower right now than I would be because I don't think I'm as good at multitasking as you think I am. But it's getting done, right? We're doing the video. We're doing it. All right, I think what would help is if I changed angles a little bit. All right, here's another order here. I just wanted to make a quick shout out that we have some B grade notebooks that have a minor flaw, either with the foiling or with the grid being printed too light. If you are not super precious with your notebooks or you don't mind a little imperfection, these are discounted at our website. And we also have a restock of our notebooks coming in at the end of this month, which we're really excited about. A lot of our notebooks are sold out right now. Woohoo! Thank you guys so much for doing that. But I do want to let you know informally that we do have a restock coming very, very soon. And hopefully I can time it so that I do my new designs at the same time so you can pick all of that up concurrently. I'm a little bit stressed out about it, but I'm also like not. I think it'll all work out when it works out. All right, let me pack this order. Our reward today is that run I was talking about. I can't believe it. It's going to be 69 degrees today, which is so great. That's like my ideal temperature. And I just love high 60s and low 70s. So great. Fahrenheit, by the way. We're in America. Sorry. And yeah, I just am so excited. It's like, let's get this done, and then we'll go on a run, take the kids to the playground for a really nice activity, and then they can be tired and we can be tired and then get a good night's sleep. Hold on real quick, let me verify. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I like to stick the multiple ones on top and undo that. Excellent. So yeah, I think another thing that will reinvigorate my stationery hobby is once I have my new designs, then I feel like that's always a way to get me interested in that hobby again. You know, currently I'm writing in my journal without a lot of deco. Not to say that I don't have a lot, but I feel like once I'm testing out my new sticker designs and whatnot, it's going to be really fun. That's usually what happens. But I mean, yeah, and I also think the weather change is going to help me a lot as someone. I do think I have like tinges of seasonal depression. Like winter is just not my jam. So hopefully all of this will come together and then I can get really into journaling and planning again. But y'all, I am really liking this format of video. It feels really casual, it feels really nice. And I feel like I can make something of it. I want to take my videos less seriously, but you know, letting go of what I think my videos should be and just being able to catch up with you guys like this, you know? I always talk about that. I think I mention it in a lot of my videos. Lower your expectations and more things will get done. Starting is the hardest part. I think it's really interesting how once you take the pressure off of yourself to do certain things, it just becomes easier to do the thing. Like, I just was kind of wondering, how am I going to get back into YouTube? What am I going to do? I need to come up with something very grand. I need to do like a big old plan with me video for March, but it's too late already. Maybe I should jump to April. And I was like, you know what? Something simple. Just do whatever you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And that's what I would tell a friend. So here I am. I don't know, when I go to edit this video, it might not come to much, but that's what it is, you know? It's just about not taking yourself too seriously and having fun with it. And that's what I'm doing. And I feel like that's how I'm trying to approach a lot of things. I've really suspected for a long time that I've got some sort of neurodivergent stuff going on, and it's especially exacerbated during my certain times of the month, if you know what I mean. Luteal phase and menstrual phase. And then during my follicular phase, it's a little bit more productive, a little bit more executive functioning, less brain fog, more energy. And right now I am in that low energy phase, but I feel like all the things that I'm doing are really helping to mitigate those symptoms. So it's all about how I deal and cope with it, and I've been putting that into action over the last several months. I mean, it takes so much self-care for your physical and mental health for it to actually take effect, but it's definitely been a journey. let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there, right?
This is it, yeah.
That's it? Okay. So that's pretty good. We're on track. So we've got 7 more orders, and then we'll wrap up, and then we'll get going, drop them off at the post office before it closes. I did have some thoughts about my whole stationery conundrum and feeling stuck in that front. I think I'd like to change something up about it. I feel like I want to be outside. The weather's getting nice. Maybe I should go and journal out in the woods or something. Like go to the park with my journals, and everything might blow away, or I could just try not to have so many loose items around. I feel like that might be fun. Because if one of the core messages of what I've been saying is, what is fun? How can we make things more fun? How can we take things not as seriously? And what I'm really feeling intuitively is that I want to be outside as much as possible. So let me bring my journals outside. I don't have to be stuck at my desk. Let me get out there. What do you think, Sam?
It's a great idea.
Cafe journaling?
Ooh, okay.
Not very many cafes around here. But we do have some really nice parks. Oh my goodness. I've got my tea here. Even though it's really warm outside, I like to drink hot tea, hot lemon water only for me. I am getting down to it. I do want to wrap this up real soon. But yeah, one of the things that Sam and I really prioritize for our business is work-life balance. One of the main pillars of our small business is prioritizing our employees' wellness. We have one part-time employee, and we are employees as well of our own small business. And so our mental and physical health comes first, and we could be pushing ourselves more. Like, hustle culture is very real. I think every small business owner can relate that there is always some stuff that we could be doing or we feel like we should be doing. But at the end of the day, all you have is your health. That is first and foremost. And as someone who has really burnt out and also has felt the repercussions of not taking care of myself mentally and physically, and they are totally interconnected. Taking care of your mental and physical health they work in tandem. The mind-body connection is very real. That is a big, big, big part of our small business, is being able to have work-life balance. And of course, there is a lot of front loading to a business, working basically for free for many, many years and working multiple jobs in order to sustain ourselves. But we're at this point where we could be going much harder, and we could be producing more products, and I could be churning out content left and right and just constantly filming everything. Everything can be content, but I don't want that, and neither does Sam. And we just want to really continue to nurture ourselves, because that, at the end of the day, is the most important thing. And spending time with our family, of course. So what am I doing? I'm getting an envelope. Stay focused on this as well. So that is pretty much it for this video. I still have a few left, but I just want to quickly wrap them up, so I will be going. I hope you enjoyed this super casual format. I'm probably just going to do more stuff like this because honestly, yeah, this is how we get it done, right? All right, y'all, so that is pretty much it for today's video. I just want to thank you so much for the orders and also for listening to my really casual video. I like this format. Sam, do you want to say goodbye?
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. See you for the next one.